not that simple.
Why not?
No, that's the biggest lie I was ever told. And it's a lie they tell you over and over again.
What's not simple?
Any of it. All of it. It's how they get you to give up.
So what's the truth?
That it is. That if you just do the thing that they tell you you can't, then it's done. And you realize it is that simple.
I am the kind of person that if you doubt me, if you question me, if you challenge me, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be in 2 weeks, you might not ever see it coming, but eventually I will win. And that's the attitude that you have to have. When someone steps on your toes, you have to stomp on theirs with your results. And you do that through taking their negative energy, their negative words, their disbelief, putting them inside you, and then every single time you don't feel like doing what it is you're supposed to do, you think about that and you get up and go do it.
The most powerful motivational speeches that I have ever heard came from people who told me I couldn't do something. You know why? Because when they told me I couldn't do it, I was bound and determined to show them that I could. Tell me I can't do it. I will prove you wrong. I will show you that you're mistaken.
Everybody's full of shit. Nobody knows you or what you're capable of doing. And here's the reality. The hardest thing in life is figuring out who you are and what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's a big decision. And once you figure that out, you wake up every day and you work toward it. That's what you do. It's impossible for you to fail if you know who you are, what you want to do, and you wake up every day and work toward it.
There are people in this world who will try to make you believe that they are better than you, that they can win at your expense. Rage is the tool we use to look those people in the eye and prove them wrong.
I move differently, I move unique, and I know I move unique. Not only that, I speak unique, I act unique. I'm just different than these people. That's why I know I have no doubt in my mind that I'm the great, that I will be the greatest of all time. In my head already, I am better than everybody, and there's a lot of hate come from people, you know. But I know, and I will prove. You give me time, and I will prove it to everybody.
Question impossible. The greatest achievements of mankind were made by people who questioned impossible. The Wright brothers. Oh, you can't fly, there's no way. If we're supposed to fly, we'd be born with wings. They didn't agree. They flew. 4 minute mile was the limit. There's no way possible. Okay, what color? You know what possible? You're gonna run a mile in under 4 minutes. It just can't be done. Roger Bannister said, I think I can do it. And he went out there and he proceeded to do just that.
Ignore and outperform them. While you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working hard. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking smack and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you'll realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about. And you will lose and I will win.
With success in life comes more haters. Don't make them hurt your feelings. Use them for fuel. Use them for energy. And when you don't want to do shit, roll through your brain. Pull up that motherfucker that you need. That person who said you couldn't do something. Weren't fast enough, good enough, smart enough, where the fuck it may be. In life, we have to continue pushing past the odds. Use everything this world has to give you for fuel.
It's something that's inside of you, just has to want it. You have to need it. You gotta go at it like it's that next breath that you gotta take, that nobody can stop you. And the closer you get to it, you're gonna have naysayers, you're gonna have doubters, you're gonna have people that's close to you, that even in the crib with your lamb beside of you that don't believe in you. But it's up to you to wipe the tears out your eyes and go get it.
Only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. Success is the only revenge. It's not the best revenge, it's the only one. There's no other revenge, because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. All you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you.
You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius. Remember everything they said about you, bro. Every time they made you feel worthless, every time they made you feel like you weren't good enough. Remember all that pain, everything that bothered you, anything anybody ever said to you, anytime they made fun of you, when you felt like you wanted more out of life and you weren't getting it.
You gotta remember everything. You gotta remember everything that everybody said about you. If that does not wake you up in the morning and make you want to go harder, make you want to chase your dreams, make you want to chase your goals, not just to prove everybody wrong, but to prove yourself right, that you are who you say you are.
They're watching you, big dog. They're watching you. And guess what? Each and every one of those motherfuckers are waiting. They're waiting for you to drop the ball. They're waiting for you to come up short. They're waiting for them to be able to say, we were right. He doesn't have him in him. He doesn't have the dog in him. This is up to you. This one shot, this one opportunity. You're going to be tested, big dog.
I think one of my greatest inspirations or things that I would feed off of basically was just obviously people not believing in the cloud of doubt that kind of I felt hung over my head and wanted to just prove everybody wrong. You know what I mean? I wanted to make it, and I was going to make it regardless of what anybody said.
So let them all talk shit, let them all make their noise, because at the end of the day, you are the only one who has the guts to go to work and show up every single fucking day. Whatever that goal is, you stay intensely focused on it. And once you fight through that fatigue, you fight through the noise. On the other side of that is your goals. On the other side of that is the accomplishment. On the other side of that is your greatness.
I'm stopping this one now.
Don't, okay, let me finish. I gotta prove it.
Prove what?
I'm not a mistake.
You gotta fucking fight. It's hard. You're gonna have days where you don't want to do anything. You're gonna have days where getting out of bed is the hardest motherfucking thing you ever did in your life. You gotta get the fuck up and you gotta get in the fucking fight. That's reality. The minute you lay down is the minute that all those demons and all that anxiety and all that stress and all that fear fucking get you. You have to keep fighting. You have to wake up and do your fucking job. Even if you have to crawl through it, you've got to get up and do it. Because the minute you lay down, that shit's got you forever, bro, and you can't get out of it.
Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were going to get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important, what you acquire or who you become? And a lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire.
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely.
Look at yourself and remind yourself why you are doing what you are doing. Remind yourself this fight that you're in, this is what will make you stronger and faster and smarter and better. And then with that motivation, go forward into the fray, into the storm, into the heat of the battle where victory is forged.
I can't make a track team. I didn't even know why you
Yes, you can. If you could take it, you can make it. Train, you fight way harder than those other guys, and you win. You get out from under them. You could do this, Lou. Just gotta believe you can.
Imagine that you're in a movie, and imagine the movie begins now, and you're the hero of the movie. What would that guy do? What would that guy do right now?
Just wonder what the most epic story to tell would be, and that's usually what I will do. And so oftentimes the most epic story is not the shortest outcome to victory. It's the long saga that results in this big thing later eventually.
Until you win, effort always goes unnoticed. Yeah. Get used to it. No one roots for you until everyone roots for you. That's just how it works.
Every day when you get out of bed, life's standing right there to kick you in the fucking face, man. Life is gonna throw all kinds of crazy shit at you, and you have to be ready for it, and you gotta fucking deal with it. You can't curl up into a ball, you can't run away from it, you can't hide. You have to take all this shit head on.
You can't go back once you started this damn journey. You can only go forward. You got two choices. One, you get scared, you give up, and then you burn up. And the second one, you say, fuck it, fuck fear, and you barrel through it.
I will never quit, because if you quit, you're done. I will never quit. I will persevere and I will thrive on adversity. I will be physically harder and mentally stronger than anything that comes against me, my family, my business, my brothers. I will be the one that is physically harder and mentally stronger, and I will work to maintain that position.
Dude, you know you're meant for more. You know you have the desire to achieve more. And so what's it going to take for you to start rewriting the story in your life? You can make as much money as you want. You can have as much freedom as you want. You can have as much opportunity as you want, but you got to go out and get it, because I can tell you right now, every single one of you out there have exactly what you deserve.
You have got to make a decision in your life. You have got to make a decision about your fitness. You have got to make decisions about your business. You have got to make decisions about your faith. Because you know what? Your only other option is to crouch in stagnant fear like a coward and potentially put the lives of everyone who depends on you in jeopardy.
I don't want you to be a fucking loser. What if you told people the story of, hey, I had a fucked up life, but I don't want to tell you that. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next, and I'm going to go out and do it. That is what self-development is about. That is what peak performance is about. That is what breaking through self-limiting beliefs is about. Is rewriting the story, because as long as you have breath in your lungs, as long as your heart is beating, as long as you have consciousness in your mind, you can go and rewrite the story of how your life ends and how your life continues from this day forward, the legacy that you live.
It doesn't matter if you're stressed. It doesn't matter if you're hurt. It doesn't matter if you're upset. It doesn't matter if you're frustrated. If your discipline is on point and your mental toughness on point, you're going to be able to execute in spite of the situation being that way, and you're going to move forward whether you feel good or not. And once you can move forward whether you feel good or not, nobody can fuck with you, okay? Because everybody else quits when things get hard. If you're able to operate even when things are hard, you can't be fucked with.
Parting your suit is not a miracle, Bruce. It's a magic trick. A single mom who's working 2 jobs and still finds time to take her kid to soccer practice, that's a miracle. People want me to do everything for them. What they don't realize is they have the power. You want to see a miracle, son? Be the miracle.
So you didn't make the dress list. There are greater tragedies in the world.
I wanted to run out of that tunnel for my dad. To prove to everyone that I worked
what?
That I was somebody.
Oh, you are so full of crap. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Problems are a feature of life, not a bug. There will never come a time when you have no problems. What? Did you think that you would just wake up one day and you're going to cease having problems? Like completing a video game and leveling up to a map where there's nothing there. That is never going to happen. Your problems will change, sure, but having problems is going nowhere. Dealing with problems is the cost of doing business as a human. It's not a personal curse on you.
Once you've already won, people are like, he's amazing, he's so good. But like, that's the time when you need it the least. And so you always have to be the person who roots for you before everyone else does. And it's usually a single clap in the auditorium for a very long period of time.
Whatever negativity is consuming your thoughts probably won't matter in 3 months' time. In 3 months' time, you won't remember the corrosive texture of your mind, or the boring, repetitive things that you thought, or maybe even what you were worried about. But all of that time that you spent worrying will have still passed. So you are sacrificing your joy and presence in the moment for a problem which you won't even be able to recall in the future.
There's nobody coming. There's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to help you. A knight in shining armor isn't going to ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you. And all this time, you point your finger and you say, I can't do that because I was born here, or I can't do that because I have this issue, or I can't do that because they made fun of me. And you know what's going to happen? Nothing.
The intake and the outtake of what you call life is nothing more than time. And unless done something with, it's forgotten about. There's no footprint of your existence left for anyone else to follow. Life is time. And a life that's remembered, where a footprint is followed behind in footsteps of inspiration and motivation, is when time is met with opportunity and action. They collide to be a life of remembrance. The problem is, most people don't have a plan. And without a plan of your own life, you become the plan of someone else's life.
I'm gonna control what I eat. I'm gonna control what I drink. I'm gonna control how I move. I'm gonna control the information I put in my brain. And if you control those things, you are now in the driver's seat to create what it is you've always known that you were here to create. It's that little version of yourself that hides deep inside your heart that you are so afraid to even talk about because you're afraid the people around you are gonna laugh. Well, guess what, motherfucker? They're gonna laugh, and they're gonna laugh more if you don't do anything. If you go hard, people are gonna criticize you. If you stay a lazy piece of shit, people are gonna criticize you.
The challenge that you're facing is a gift, and leaning into the discomfort as if you invited it through the door, saying thank you for the opportunity to learn and reflect because it's making you better. Anti-fragility is alive and well every single time that we overcome these obstacles.
We have to take responsibility for ourselves for creating it. You're not living the best life that you want to live. You're not the person you want to be. We have a bunch of people that want to point fingers and defer responsibility off to anything and everything except the one thing that can change their entire lives. And that's looking in the fucking mirror and saying, fuck you, man. You did this to me. You made me this way, and I'm gonna fix it.
You're gonna find peace from going to war with yourself, because we all got shit. We all got shit. People look at me. The reason why my story resonates with people, because I don't hide. I'll tell you exactly who the fuck I am. I will admit to it. People are great at hiding. So they want to just find peace. No, you gotta take your shit, fix whatever's fucked up in you. Don't just shove it under the rug. Fix it, and then you'll find some peace later after you fix shit. So now, I'm realizing this. I go home, several months go by, and now I'm like, okay, here we go. It's time to be a Navy SEAL.
How are you living? Are you the best physical shape that you can be? Are you the best mental shape that you can be? How's your finances? What'd you do today? Did you do what you're supposed to do? Or did you fuck off another day and put your dreams off until tomorrow? And then tomorrow you're gonna do the same thing. And then the next day you're gonna do the same thing. And eventually you're gonna run out of time and you're gonna say, oh shit, that was my life. And when that happens, guys, you're gonna wish you had the time back.
And don't rely on anybody to believe in you. Don't rely on anybody to push you or make you better. Believe in yourself and only yourself, and allow that human being to make you a better person.
Nobody is going to save you. Nobody is going to make it easy for you. Nobody can live your life for you, endure your pain for you, choose your struggles for you. Nobody can experience the growth that comes from loss for you. Nobody can build your confidence through 1,000 tiny failures for you. Nobody can write your story for you. You get to do that. You have the honor and privilege to suffer and overcome that suffering, only to suffer and overcome again and again and again. This is called being alive. It's called being human. And no, nobody else can do that for you either.
Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to push you. Nobody's coming to tell you to stop scrolling. Nobody's coming to build you that business. Nobody's coming to tell you to get to the fucking gym. Nobody's coming to save you. It's up to you.
But the point is, you're still trying to aim for the top. And what the hell are you going to do if you don't try to aim for the top? You know, flap about uselessly and whine about your life? It's not helpful. It'll just make you miserable. You're not reliable to anyone. You can't help out in a crisis. I don't care what you're going to do, but go out there and make something of yourself for God's sake. Be an honest person and work and get to the top of whatever it is that you want to get to the top of.
Go sit by yourself and figure it out, because this is where you should be. Lesson learned. Any opportunity given should be taken serious from this point on. Because if not, you can find yourself feeling just like this. So I didn't get down on myself for the moment. I learn from it. I don't look down on those moments. You take those moments, you make the best of them, because they're life lessons. It's that simple.
Don't worry about next week, next year. just focus on every 24 hours that you get, you know? And everything for me is just 24 hours. So I've been, that's done a lot for me with just being able to just kind of process things.
You only have one life. You only have one chance. If you spend it doing what other people expect you to do, you will wake up to your regret at some point.
I have spent my whole life scared, frightened of things that could happen, might not happen. 50 years I spent like that. But you know what? Ever since my diagnosis, I came to realize it's that fear that's the worst of it. That's the real enemy. Get up. Get out in the real world.
It's pretty easy sometimes to feel beaten when you're faced with all those issues and all those problems and they all hit you at the same time. That doesn't mean give up. In fact, it means the opposite. It means it's time for you to fight harder, to dig in. It means it's time for you to go on the warpath.
If you're not doing the now, don't ever expect it later to be the person you want to look in the mirror. Everyone's like, oh, later in life, I want to do this. Later in life, I want to do that. Later in life is turning around, looking in the mirror right now. That's the later in life. And unless that turnaround is something in progression, later in life ain't gonna be anything different.
It isn't a quick path, and there are no shortcuts. Getting better isn't a hack or a trick or a one change that you need to make. Getting better is a campaign. It's a campaign. It's a daily, a weekly, it's an hourly fight.
It's like the journey of your life. Like you're born, you lift the weight up. It feels light at first. And as you keep going, it gets harder and harder and harder. So what happens is your physical strength has left the building. The only thing left to override the differential of continuing the journey or stopping the journey is the mental strength.
And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem, and he said, I already know what you're gonna say. And I said, well, what am I gonna say? He said, you're gonna say good. He said, that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good. And I said, well, yeah. When things are going bad, there's gonna be some good that's gonna come from it.
And when you finish it, you're like, God damn, man, I'm so glad I believed in myself. I'm so glad I didn't sell myself short, because at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, who can you ever expect to? You guys must be the now of what you want to be later. It starts right now.
The fucking mind is what you created. And I started opening different doors that I didn't think were even there, that I didn't think even existed. And the more doors I opened up, the more I started realizing that my potential is damn near endless. And it changed my whole mindset. So I went from David Goggins and I created Goggins.
Power, real power, doesn't come to those who are born strongest or fastest or smartest. It comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small, the inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.
I know what darkness looks like. I know what it feels like to be alone. For the first 20-some years of my life, it was just darkness. But if you are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire, you will be successful in life. I guarantee you that.
It's only will that just gets you up off the couch if your knees are destroyed and you run a tidy 30 miles that day. That's not determinism. That's bullshit. If it's determinism, there'd be tons of those guys out there. If you want to be really great at something, you kind of have to be out of your fucking mind, but you also have to have an iron will. You don't want to work out every day. But if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep.
And sometimes you're barely making any progress. Sometimes you're barely making any progress at all. And that tough situation is making you want to stop. And what you eventually learn is you can't stop. When you're going through tough situations, you got to take that next step. You got to keep moving forward. And I know we're going through a pretty tough situation right now. Take that next step. Keep moving forward.
I mean, if you're going to be successful and you're going to have a chance to be successful, you have to do some of the same things. But it really all starts with who you are. You know, I always tell our players, who you are is more important than what you do. How high you jump, how fast you run, because who you are is your character. And your character is an accumulation of your thoughts, your habits, and your priorities on a day-to-day basis.
There wasn't no watch David Goggins lose 106 pounds in 2.5 months. There wasn't no, diet plan and shit. No, there was nothing. But I knew it. I saw it. Every morning I woke up, I had a real conversation with that dirty mirror. And every day, the same answer came back to me. Do you want to be on your deathbed knowing that you could, but you didn't?
The energy it requires to start doing something is way more than the energy required to continue doing the thing. And that the beginning of doing anything results in the lowest amount of reward, both internal and external, than when you've been doing it for ages.
And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
And I had a dream, I had ambitions of being one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And through hard work and dedication, that dream came true. But I want to tell you guys something to be in your own right.
You get up every day, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have talent, but if you don't have discipline and you don't execute, you don't focus, what do you get? Nothing. If you're complacent and not paying attention to detail, what does that get you? Nothing. So nothing is acceptable but your best.
Being a leader fucking sucks. You do everything in life that you do not want to do. You are unhappy 90% of your life. But that means that other people are eating because of you. They're living because of you. They're achieving because of you. So are you really in that bad a shape? So make a decision tonight. Do you want to be a leader? Or do you want to be that person who just bags it and does their own shit?
It's like you had to go through that in order to empower all these other people, in order to become who you are, and that as an example, and then your words as an example, and your describing of it, and then your description of your own shortcomings and failures that give people confidence that it's not like you're this superhuman person that is like a character in a book.
Right.
No, you're a real human being who has real insecurities and real failures in your past and real demons, and you figured out a way to harness that energy and just keep going forward.
So this feeling of forward movement is one of the most important success secrets in the world. Successful people are always moving toward something important to them. And the feeling of movement makes them happy. It releases endorphins in your brain, which cause you to be more creative, more positive, stronger, more powerful. Work every day toward the achievement of your most important goals.
The truth is, whatever game you play in life, sometimes you're going to lose. A point, a match, a season, a job. It's a roller coaster with many ups and downs. And it's natural when you're down to doubt yourself and to feel sorry for yourself. And by the way, your opponents have self-doubt too. Don't ever forget that. But negative energy is wasted energy. You want to become a master at overcoming hard moments. That is, to me, the sign of a champion.
You really don't have a lot of choices because it takes what it takes. You have to do what you have to do to be successful. So you have to make the choices and decisions to have the discipline and the focus to the process of what you need to do to accomplish your goals.
The best in the world are not the best because they win every point. It's because they know they'll lose again and again and have learned how to deal with it. You accept it, cry it out if you need to, and then force a smile. You move on, be relentless, adapt and grow, work harder, work smarter. Remember, work smarter.
But most people are lazy, and they're looking for an easy way. They're looking for a shortcut to be successful, and there aren't any. But if you do something repeatedly over and over, you develop a habit. So most people are in the habit of looking for easy ways to get the things they want. And they're surrounded by people who think the same way.